a grid worker? Or are you a light worker? You know, we've heard these terms, light workers and grid workers and all of this stuff. A light worker, I would assume, is someone who's working for the better of the world, really the better, for the betterment of humanity, the earth, and everything else. A light worker, you're out to do good, not bad. But the grid worker, the first time I heard about grid workers was in 2018 when there were people who would go to certain ley lines and they say, I'm a grid worker, and they take their crystals and stuff. I thought, well, how can you be a grid worker with crystals? But I just read that a grid worker is someone who moves the energy on the earth. You go to certain locations and you help move the energy, the ley lines or something like that. You help heal it, you help. But how many of you have done that? There are some people in here who do that. They will go and they'll meet at certain places and they all get together. They do. I can move the energy inside the earth, the ley lines. I can move them. I can add ley lines. I can add new energy lines. I can work with energy, you all. We know what energy is. It's fluid. Yeah, it's inside the earth. Can y'all hear me? I'm here in the living room. I've turned on this big light. Let me show you this. These right here. I never knew what these were until I think it was around 2016, maybe. My one friend said, Gina, since I could hold my hand out and I could find, my hand would find 4-leaf clover. She goes, Gina, could you bring your dowsing rods over here one time? I said, what are you talking about? I don't know what dowsing rods are. What on earth is dowsing rods? Well, you find the 4-leaf clovers. She goes, so you can find the ley lines in my house. And I thought, I don't even know what they are. So I went home and I found refrigerant line, the copper tubing. And I measured them out to a length that I wanted. This is my second set. And I've left these open on the end. I've pinched these on this end. For me, that's what I did. This is not a toy. It's not a toy, you all. It's not a toy. You don't know when to touch them. You don't. But I thought, okay, I've made these. And I thought, you can use them to find water. So I was using them in my house to locate the water. I would take them outside and locate the water, point to where the water was, even underground, to locate the pipes. I could find them with this. I can. But then I thought, okay, well, I guess I'll go over to her house and I'll see if I can find, I'll find some ley lines in her house. And I did. I found 3 ley lines crossing. Found 3 ley lines crossing in her house. I think that's the geopathic stress lines or something like that. I don't know all the terms. And there was this one line that went across the corner of a bed. And something, you know, she asked me if I could move it away from the corner of the bed because that's where she would sleep. I said, can I do that? She goes, yeah, just your rods can do it. So I did. I moved it. I moved it around 5 feet. Maybe not even that much, but maybe that. And then she went back in there and she goes, well, I just don't feel safe. Could you move it a little bit further? I said, well, how far do you want it moved? Could you move it outside the house? I said, am I able to ask that? Am I able to use that energy? So I did. I took these and I moved it outside the house. And then there was more ley lines. There was another one that ran through her kitchen. And they all went the same direction. They really did. She asked me to remove this one ley line 3 times. 3 times. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is taking a lot of energy out of me. That's what I said. Good evening. So I did. I felt kind of bad asking. And then there was another line, another ley line, stress line, whatever you want to call it. It was in the upper part of the house. I moved it all the way out into the driveway. And then I took these and I walked through her house to see if they were indeed out. And there was nothing in there. Then I went outside and I checked her driveway where the lines should have been, and they were out there. They're still out there to this day. So I guess I could be called also a grid worker, because I can work with energy. What I've done on my property, I have taken these rods. It can pick up the energy. It picks up the energy in the earth. It's just like when you have your house wired and stuff. They knock a metal rod into the ground, great big copper rod, 6 feet into the ground to, ground your house for grounding. And these are copper. These are copper, you all. When I've mapped out the ley lines in my yard, every one of them. I've seen where the main converging line is, and in certain spots, these ley lines, there's energy there. Some of this energy at times, you can smell it. It has a really sweet aroma in the yard. It does. Hello. This video is not for everyone. But let me show you this. You'll probably be able to see where the ley line. There is a ley line that runs through my house. I haven't moved it out yet. I haven't. I don't want to move it. I didn't feel the need to move it. But listen, these rods, when they're pointed straight like that, that's a no. And when they go like that, that's a yes. I can ask questions of it if it's been moved. But when I come across a ley line, I ask it to go like this to indicate it. Only when I'm on top of it. Only when I'm on top of a grade line, a ley line, or stress line. So you all watch it. You might see it from side to side. Can you hear me? This may not be for everyone. Spiritual, Azores, you can think of it what you want. You truly can. That's between you and God, but my conscience does not convict me at all. And I can't live out someone else's conviction. So if you're all going to come on here and pass judgment on me, you might as well not even watch me, okay? Because that's how you feel. I don't feel that way, okay? I don't. Yeah, so I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it. So there's ley lines. And it's true, the pyramids and stuff have all been built on certain specific ley lines in the earth because they have a lot of energy, a lot more energy than others. Is that evil? No, it's the energy of the earth. It's the energy inside the earth is what it is. So let me show you all this. I know where the ley line is. Let's see if I can get it. I'm going to cross over it. So y'all watch it. You may see it. You may see it. You got to clear your mind is what you got to do. You got to clear your mind, okay? You got to have no bad energy in you at all. You've got to be totally peaceful, or it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. That's right. Come on now. We're going to do it. If I was called upon to help do energy work on the earth, if I had that ability, and there's not enough people to have it, and I could move the ley lines, I would do it. I would do it. If I have it, why wouldn't I? Especially if it would make a difference. I would. Of course I would. Now let's look at it, you all. There is a ley line. They're both stretched out. They're going to cross when I cross it. It's going to happen really soon. It's right here. This is the ley line. So watch it. Y'all can see me over there. I'm going to cross it. I'm getting ready to I'm going to cross it. It's right here. It's right here. Before you say, Gina, you're moving your hands, my hands are completely straight. Now watch. When I come over the center of them, they're going to pick it up. They're going to pick it up. They pick it up like that. Let me watch this. Watch it. Let's see if you guys see it right here. Can you see me? Okay, let me get over here. Okay, I'm going to do it. It's right here. Can you see me on there? This is the ley line. This is the very ley line right here, you all. I'm standing on it. It's the energy. This so happens to be when my phone would get interference on my front porch at times, and my screen would turn the magenta color directly straight from here is the very spot my phone would do it every single time. And I always wondered, was there some type of energy or something on my porch that would make my phone screen turn that color? And it wasn't until last year I found this ley line, and it dawned on me, this is the same spot where my phone would turn that magenta color and just like poof when I was talking. It was the same area. Hold on a second. Is this the same as a Ouija board? No, believe me. Let me tell you something about the Ouija board. When I was in Nevada, we lived in Nevada, I was young, I was married, I had my 2 small children. The teenagers across the street, they got a Ouija board out and they were playing with the Ouija board in their driveway. And I could feel the energy from over there across the street. I could feel it. I shut my door, and that night, I looked on the wall of my house and there was this picture. And all of a sudden I saw like a flaming face in that picture. I hid my head under the covers. I started praying to Jesus. I did, because of what happened over there. They played with that till it got nighttime. I woke up the next morning, I got a bottle of olive oil and I anointed every single wall in my house in the name of Jesus. Every 4 corner, every door, every window. I went outside, I anointed all the doors, all the windows. I walked around the whole entire property. I anointed our fence, I anointed our sidewalk, I anointed our driveway. Then I went over there and told their mother what they were doing, and she was unaware what they were doing. You don't mess with that. No. Gina, is this the same as that? Absolutely not. I'm not conjuring spirits. This is energy. You don't play, please do not play with dark energies. Don't do it. Unless you're a dark energy and that's what you resonate with. Yeah. No, don't do it. What am I supposed to be talking about? What was I talking about with these dowsing rods? They find energy. These are energies. That's what they are. That's right. You use jewelry, copper wire, and it literally, it's curled around your hand. Some people have energy in them. You do. We're all energy. Some people have energy in them, but I can use these to find energy lines and move them. Let me tell you what. Sometimes in your yard, I found this, and I clear the negative energy out with it because it's inside the ground. It's in the ground. And we have the power within us. We truly do. It comes from right here. Your intention has to be where it needs to be in order to move that energy. But there have been negative ley lines or some kind of ley lines that would come from the road in a certain direction, and they carried negative energy under the ground. Under the ground. Energy attaches itself to people. Even if you're around somebody and they have bad energy, you can feel it. You can feel their energy. And you know how you say, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel that energy in the air? It's like an anxiety. It's an anxious. It's people getting whatever. It's energy. It's energy. Spiritual-like energy. You can't see it, but you can feel it. And if it attaches to people, of course, it's in the ground. It's with the ground of energy. There's a lot of energy, but really, I have found ley lines that showed up that never used to be in my yard. They popped up one day. And I felt the energy out there, so I got these out. I wanted to look for any different type of energy in the ground. In the ground. And I found them. I traced them. They went all the way up to the road. And you know what I did? I envisioned within my mind a great big light, a great big light buffer, a great big energy buffer, energy force field, great big massive in that area. And I envisioned like a great big dome, of protection, of pure white light all around. And I didn't want the energy, I did not want the energy. I forbade the energy to come in this yard again. I found it 2 other times previous because it tried to take a different path in the yard coming from the road, and I removed it. But by the 3rd time, I said, I'm not playing around with it. And not playing with it. You're not coming in my yard and bringing your negative energy. So I moved it, and I created a great big wall, a great big energy wall. Even though you can't see it, I felt it. I felt it, and I sent it out. So you can use these, you all. Gina, you're going to use subscribers. They're divining rods. No, they're not. You can call them what you want, but they pick up energy. They remove energy. They remove negative energy. They can move ley lines. I can move ley lines. I can. You better be very careful too when you come across a ley line and you move it, because you may be messing things up. You may. And the bad energy will try to lay bad energetic ley lines in the ground. They will, to try to get to you. Yeah, they'll try to get to you. They'll mess up the energy all around. They'll create it. They'll create the atmosphere. They'll pollute the energy that's in the ground. They'll do it all, you all. Smash that like button. Tear down. That's right, Stephen. Tear down the negative energy. Yeah, you all. So these right here, they can pick up energy. I don't know how the other people, when they go and do grid work to heal the earth, to move the energy inside the earth, I don't know what they use to do it. I don't know if they just set crystals up and stuff, because you know there's something with crystals, because CERN works with crystals. I don't know if anybody uses like rods or stuff like that. I don't know what they use, but it's very possible. I did it. I can move it. They say that a lot of people have that ability within them, but not a lot of people can master it. They don't put the work in it or things like that. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know, you will. So yeah, you're just tuning in. There's grid workers, there's light workers. It's grid would be energy work, the grid line in the earth. The earth has grid lines, you all. You can't say that the earth doesn't have grid lines on it. You can't. I mean, you could be in denial. You could. You can be in denial and say that there are no grid lines on the earth, and the grid lines have no significance. If they had no significance, if there was no significance to it, why would they build certain structures over certain grid lines in the earth? It's because the energy that is associated with them. They're trying to harness the energy of the earth. And they can harness the energy of the earth. They'll go out there and they'll put certain types of energy is what they'll do. Certain types of energy, they'll build up that energy. They will. It sounds all superficial. It sounds all make-believe and stuff, but it's, even though you can't see it, it's real. Is anybody on here a grid worker? Because I don't know of anybody. I really don't. You suspect that enormous crystals are set in strategic locations. Yeah. You know what you have heard, Dorothy, honey. There's no telling you all. But I use this right here. You can see these. I have a ley line. If you've been with me through any of the videos out there, when my screen would literally turn a magenta color, it was in this very location on my porch. The energy, there was an interference, and it came from this line right here. It literally had the magenta color in it. And it wasn't till last year, just like maybe 5 months ago or 6, that I found this was in that location. You are an energy healer, Wesley. Yeah. And there are people who are energy healers too. You was walking trying to clear. You were, Deborah? Scripture, when you was little, you saw your dad use a stick sticks, and they were at least what I thought, well, with water. Yes, you can use these. I have found water on property with these because it's energy. It's energy also. You can find water. That's how I first did. It's either moving like this because they're right over the line. They're over my, this ley line that runs through the house, so they're moving. But if I were to move, say if I move here, let me move here. They should not be moving because I don't think there's a ley line right here. I'll see, but I don't think there is. No, there's not. There's no ley line right here, you all. None. Is there a ley line right here? Watch. Can you please point to the energy, point to where the ley line is at? Point to where the ley line is at. It's pointing on its own. It's picking up the energy inside the earth. Can you please straighten yourself back up? Straighten up. Point to the ley line. It'll point that way. And even when I can use just one rod to find the energy lines. I can use one rod to find the energy outside. You can just use one, especially if you're going to be filming and you're coming over from this ley line. It's when it finds it, it's going to cross over. It's right here. It's literally right here. And when I get off of it, it's going to straighten back up. It's picking up the energy right here. Gina, would you use this to, you all know, please do not play with, this is not a toy. This is energy. This is energy, is what it is. It's energy. It's energy. Now, see, now watch it. We're going to get near it. When I get over it, it's going to move. Well, I'm going to let you see my hand. It moved. It straightened itself up when I came off of it. It moved. It straightened itself back up. I'm not doing it either. We're energetic beings. We really are. Let me show it again. It literally, it runs right here. This is where it runs. This is the angle of it. I'm literally on top the line, and that's why it's going back and forth. And this line, this ley line right here, this ley line that's right here, please straighten up. Right here, it points into my yard where the big, massive convergent line is that has like, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, around 4 lines running from it all over my yard in different directions. But it's that one right there, you all. It's energy. It's energy inside the earth is what it is. Energy inside the earth. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. Most of us are healers. Yeah. So there's light workers. If you're a light worker, I heard the definition of a light worker is someone who works for, wants to make the world a better place. You're doing good things. You want to do good things. And a grid worker, I guess, is the same thing, but you work with the energy inside the earth. You help heal the earth. You move stuff around. You do. Let me sit down, you all. Was there anybody in here that does like grid work like that? I know, Susan Donahue, you said something about great big gigantic crystals would probably be used. That's what I saw inside my mind's eye. That's way, 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 way deep down underground. Was those great big golden posts and massive like crystals on the top in a massive, 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 massive structure. And a beam of light connecting all the crystals. And there's this dark energy that's hovering in the middle of it. It's massive, and you don't go near it. You don't talk to it, and they do whatever they tell it to do. It's way, way, way deep underground, but it's crystals. You need your vibration. We're on a pyramid ley line. Deborah, are we? There's many ley lines. There's many ley lines. 40 years of your life, no one can say anything. If you humble yourself and ask the aliens, you can speak to them. I've never really talked to any aliens. I've never had the desire within my being. I haven't. Yeah. Haven't seen any, except the 3 that came down in the beam of light. They're telepathic. They were telepathic. And those 2 aliens, the 2 small grays that were in the corner of my yard that I caught with my camera at night, with my clip-on lens and my iPhone. The one was sticking its pinchers over its eyes. And yeah, you're a light worker, Miss Joanne. You know, we need to probably get some light workers and do a YouTube thing with light workers and grid workers, you all. Really, that'd be really, really interesting. Even though I'm really scared about getting in something with people, because I don't, my greatest, I do have a kind of a fear that someone would try to dominate the conversation with everybody, and everybody wouldn't have a chance to talk. They wouldn't. That's what, yeah. You down? Yeah. A group meditation. I don't know about that. I don't have that type of calling to lead a group meditation, since I'm not one who would sit and meditate. I'm not. I just like to stay busy, more or less. For years, you got it. Yeah. There are people who do it. So we have energy workers in here, is what we have. Yeah, energy workers. This thing is just like moving. If I stand right here, it's come off of it. But if I stand right here, I want to try to keep it straight. Can you please straighten up? Just keep straight. It doesn't want to stay straight. It doesn't. Massive energy. Good day. Yours spin. You have something that spins. So if you're just tuning in and say, Gina, why are you holding that refrigerating thing? Because I'm standing over top of the ley line, and it's picking up the energy from the ley line. And the ley line runs straight to my porch, and it's the area where my phone got that magenta screen on my porch 3 times in a row, is where it happened. Yeah, yours spin. You lost the feed. They probably kicked you out, you all. They probably kicked you out. This is moving because I'm standing on top of ley line. It's going back and forth. Yeah. You're on a line. Some people have bad ley lines going in their house. They did a study with certain lines going into people's houses, and the people who slept where that stress line was running, they got cancer. They did. They did a study on it. They've done studies on the stuff like that. You all see it keeps moving because I'm standing on the line of it. Is it magnetic energy under there, you all, you think? Is it? Because it's moving. It literally does. It just goes straight up, straight out of the house to the one convergence in the yard. You are on the layman lines. You're always meditating, Solera. Yeah, it's harder. It is. Many years ago, you had an expert find water in the desert. Wow, that's great. You believe we each bring something special. That's right, like fractals of light. Yeah, see, this is really moving now. Even though copper is it's a grounding. Yeah, quit playing with it, Gina. I'm not. You can use it. You can use these for good. Very good work. You can. Yeah. What did we miss in here? You barefoot hike daily for 45 minutes, Gia Lee. We should do, oh, okay, yeah, Robin, Mockingbird. We are. We are more powerful than the dark ones. We really are. They say Atlantis had a crystal city. Well, inside the earth in the subterranean species or things called the vril. The vril, when the Tish, the man, fell down into the earth through the chasm, he saw precious gems everywhere. He could not believe it. They were everywhere. Precious gems on the walls, on the columns, on the ground. The whatever it was he walked on, it was so clear, but it wasn't crystal. It was some kind of jewel or precious stone that was deep. That was underground. I don't know how far underground that was. There's a city on the moon. Yeah. You try to go outside. You also, a lot of people are light workers. There's a lot of people who are grid workers. I think there's a lot of people who are grid workers. Some people have done it for years, I would assume. I don't really use them that, that much. I don't. Really rarely ever. I picked them up last night with energy. Look on the map of Coquilla, Florida to Bermuda. You're on it? Really? You're on the grid line? There was this comet that was supposed to be passing. You remember when it was during the child comet and stuff like that, and then the woman with the whatever, she gave birth to a man-child, which was that man-child comet, whatever it was. There was some other comet that was supposed to pass near where I was because of the grid line. Yeah. Y'all gonna do a video? Are there any of you on here who have a who's a light worker and stuff, and you got a lot of people on your channel? You talk about your light work or stuff, or your grid work. Yeah. I know that I can push this button on here, and I can do videos to where you can bring someone on at the same time. That would be really interesting to hear. It really would, about healing or the grid work. I got to be careful what I allow on my channel. I really, truly do. I try to be very careful. Like there was a comment the video before this one, and the word election was said, and I know that's against community standards. So I can't, I've got to be very careful what is allowed in the comment section and subject matters. No, we don't do that if we want to stay on here. You're in New England, a New England grid worker, Cindy, honey. Do you go out and do things? Often, lots of pink. Many of us on here, Gina, that is why we're drawn. Yeah. You're pretty sure you do stuff during your sleep and meditation. Yeah, I can't really see all the comments. Many light workers and grid workers and way more. PG. What's PG mean, Solera, honey? I don't know what PG means. Parental guidance? Look at the map of Cahokia Mounds all the way to the Bermuda. Follow the ley lines. It's on one of the videos. Okay. Yeah, I'm not upstairs on my computer or anything to do that. Oh, what? Something had... I was reminded by YouTube. Susan! Are you serious? Susan B. Honey, are your YouTube duties as a moderator? Oh my goodness. Yeah. That is wild. Roselle can ley lines, change locations, etc. If you have the ability within you, you can, I can use my rods to move the ley lines. They can physically be moved. Physically, and when I say physically, energetically, you can move them. You can move them to wherever you can. That's just me speaking. I can do it. I'm sure other people can do it too. You can move them. But I wonder if when you move them, and maybe you can move them to make a more powerful connection or something in the ground. Can you do that? Oh, Annie Richards. See, that's why I don't talk about that. Don't have to worry about it because I put that in my blocked words. That way it will not come up on here again because it will automatically be blocked out. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what I said. Yep. Wow, that's great, you all. That is. And energy is really powerful. It's real powerful. Energy is powerful. You can send energy. Yeah. You can sense that even younger kids are gifted at waking up. It's beautiful. Some people think someone opened a portal on the mall. I'm going to just tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. I used my rod to ask that question. I did. I used it to ask the question about it. I'm not using it for bad. I'm just inquiring about the interdimensional, because that's, to me, that's energy. That's spiritual energy coming from a portal. I used my rods and I asked, did they open up a portal? They did. Yeah. It's a massive, yeah, they've got massive energy in it, you all. It does. These portals have a lot of energy flowing through them. It's like when someone heals, it's the energy from your body going. Literally, just envision the energy. I had an aunt that, remember when I was really little, we were walking, and I was walking with my mom, and my mom tripped on this dirt path from my aunt's house to go to our house, and she twisted her ankle. And my aunt came out, and she put her hand on my mother's ankle, and she said some in I don't know, whatever words that you could not understand. My mother heard them, and she had laid her hand on there, and she took her hand off, and my mother was moving her ankle, and she was able to get up and walk. She said, "What did you say?" She wouldn't tell her. She would not tell her, but you can feel it. You can feel the energy. Hello. Yeah. A spiritual experience. Yes, the Holy Spirit is moving. You have the gift of healing, Joni. How many in here have the gift of healing? There are people can do the healing from a telephone line. They can literally heal somebody from a telephone line. If you call and speak to the person, the energy will travel straight through and to you. But you got to believe. It's like Reiki, CERN. You got no channel. What you talking about? No channel. You use the pendulum, which is good. When was the explosion in Texas? When was it? Was it energy is running deep. The darkness will lose. Your sun is oh, that's wonderful, Amanda. Yeah. Miss Joan, yes, that's great, you all. We got healers in here. We got healers. What if a lot more people are healers and they don't realize it, but maybe one day they'll wake up to it and then boom. The earth is purging. I like that. Just like we are. I can tell that I'm purging. I really can. Can you tell that you're purging? That's a good thing to bring up, Robin. You have to be with the person by the laying on her hands. That's good. I'm not going to say nobody don't have that gift of healing because I know they do. I've seen it in action. I've seen it myself. Um, you have the gift of healing through the message in the spine and head. Pamela, that's really wonderful. You have the gift of healing through message in the spine and headaches. So can you send the energy from the spine? You can heal people through that, the chakra or something like that. Healing is a gift. That's right. Gifts and callings are without repentance. That means he gives to whoever he wants. Each person has their own gifts. That's right. Some people don't use them. It's really cool. You feel you feel irritation. Yeah. Yeah, please heal my spine. I'm sure a lot of people would like healing, you all. They really would like healing. That'd be great. Heal people's bodies and stuff. That'd be wonderful. You can do it online. Online healing. Come on, come down to this channel. Be doing some online healing. If the intention was pure, if it was, the intention was pure, your heart was in the right place on both ends, anything's possible. It really is. It's done out of a position of love. That's right. Your 10-year-old laid your hands on your spine, and you have a terrible back. And wow, that's wonderful, Amanda, honey. That is. Let me see this, you all. Pray for me. I need healing of the spine and the head. Gwen, yes, absolutely. Your energy's in your right hand, Melvin. Does your right hand tingle? I know my left hand is the hand that will start tingling. It started when I started having an awakening. It would start tingling, and I would go outside and I'd just stretch my hand out, and it's tingling right now. It would point to wherever the 4-leaf clovers were, and it was so nice. I just take my hand right there. I can feel it pulsing right now, doing like this. I can. Just think if we could like really get used to harnessing the energy in our bodies, it could be really powerful. Really could be. You know something powerful that may not fully praise God? Yeah. There's so many people you no longer, that's true, Joni. A lot of people. You're left-handed. Deep healing is needed. Yeah. As your faith is, so be it unto you. That's right, Joni. Does heat come from your hand? I've heard that people who have the gift of healing, their hand, the heat comes from their hand. It literally comes. And listen, if the heat comes from their hand, I'm just going to say this. In that book, The Vril, they had this, somebody say, oh, well, they got the thing in there. I know the real energy that they had is the real energy was a spiritual like energy that they had within their being. And with it, they can like power in their hands to do stuff. Their hands could heal just the touch of it, or their staff or things like that. You all, it's really interesting. But we got the gift of healing too. We got many untapped gifts. Same here. You're tired of being hurt by them and realizing how painful it has been. It's called For the Higher Good of All. That's right. I work with the violet flame. That's perfect. That's perfect, you all. You're just tuning in. Gina, you're not talking about, are you a grid worker or a light worker? The reason I said that, because you hear about light workers who want to go out and they do good for people. They want good happening. They want to do good things. They don't want to follow the bad. They want to do things the way of the light. You light worker? You want to stay in the light? You want to do good things? And the grid worker, they work with the earth's energy. They work with the earth's energy to heal the earth. I'm standing over a ley line right here, and my rod is picking up the energy from my ley line that runs all the way out to my porch. And this ley line right here runs from my main If I move off of it, it's not going to do it. But if I say, can you please point to where the ley line's at? It's already turning. It's already turning and pointing to it. It's pointing to where the ley line is in my, okay, watch it, you all. I got a ley line that runs through my house. And when I run over it, and so we're gonna watch this like this. It's gonna move. It's gonna move. It's already starting to move. Okay, it's moved. You see what it's did? It's went that way, and I'm pointing this way. It's picking up the energy. And if I move off of it, it straightens itself back up because it wants the energy. It wants the energy. It's searching for the energy, and it's found the energy. It's like the energy in me is connecting with the energy down there. Like we're connected to the earth, you all. We're like a vessel. We're like a vessel with the earth. We're a connection, an electrical connection down there with the ley lines. The energy lines of the earth is what it is. It straightened itself back up. Even if I come over here, I put the blanket there for Rosie to crawl under. But if I come over here, it's already moving because I'm right on it. I'm right on it. It's like literally runs right there. It's a good thing it don't run over Rosie's head. So she lays right there, and it's not right there. It's not right here, but it's literally right here. This is the ley line, and it goes straight out to my porch. If I get off of it, it doesn't move. And if I say, can you point to the ley line? Where is the ley line at? Can you please point to the ley line? Can you please point to the ley line? It's pointing to it. Even if I walk like this, it's still going to turn to where that ley line's at. It will. And walk right over to this. It's turning back because it's hit the ley line. And then it straightens up. It turns back. I'm walking really fast. But you don't play with it. You don't play with energy like this. If you're going to do it for bad, you don't do it. Okay, Gina, you done talking? I am done talking. I'm done, you all. I don't focus much on, I don't know what a lot of people know who work with energy. I don't. I know that I can connect with it. I can feel the energy like a lot of people. And for those who are professional grid workers and things like that, and they're all proper and they're speaking of energy and stuff. They got all the right words. They really do, all the right terms and everything, which is great. It is. That's right. You can make one with a hanger, yeah. I've tried a clothes hanger, but it's just like so skinny. Yeah. But whatever works for you is great. It curves toward the ley line. Wow. Marcus the Great, that's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, can you make one with a hanger? Yeah. I think you can buy them online too, like at Amazon or something. They're definitely not a toy at all. I will say that there are some people, even though they may make one, they may make their own like rods to find water or something, or get something. They don't have the free-flowing energy in their body. And so it doesn't work for them. It doesn't work for them. They may not be able to have the patience or the balance within to use them properly. And they just get frustrated. They do. It's like going looking for clovers. I want to find some 4-leaf clovers, and you'll spend all day and you can't find any. But then the person who's drawn to them, you can walk right up to them and you just find them. And just like the gift of healing too. Drains me. A lot of people do. Some simple tool humans find. Yeah. Oh, Magneto, honey. I had smaller rods. This can find negative energy, not just in the ground, but if there's any type of negative energy, and energy can attach itself to people in this house, this will find it. And if I sense it and I bring these out, and it finds it, I remove it. I remove it automatically is what I do. I automatically remove it. See, there's like moving like this. Sometimes I try to stop it, but you can't. You can't. I try really hard with my mind to stop it. You ever try to move objects with your mind? Thinking, I think I can move that object when you was a kid, and you would try really hard to focus, and you thought you saw something move. You thought it moved a little bit, but then you just wore yourself out. Hello there, Yankee honey. Aw, you're so welcome. Thank you. I might get metal detector. I've had a metal detector, and they're not all that they're cracked up to be. They really aren't. They really are not all that they're cracked up to be. Let me see if I can get it, you all. Let me see if I can. What happens when I do this? It comes in on me. It does. Yeah. So, this takes us into 8:35. You're just tuning in. That's perfect. Ley lines are neutral, but could be energized as bad. I found 3 bad ley lines that were put in my yard from the darkness. I did. And I tracked them down and I removed them. And then I created a big barrier, great big light barrier to where it could not get through. And then I envisioned angels all around. I did. And a great big dome like. Yeah, but they will come through the yard. Just send it right through. Just send the energy shooting through. Yeah. Well, I'm about out of words, you all. I really am. I'm just about out of words. I know we're going to get up to around an inch of rain tonight. There's going to be a lot of energy in the air. A whole lot of energy with that rain, and it's cold. It's a good thing that it's not hot. It really is. I opened up this, you hear the wind chimes out here. They've been ringing a lot. They kind of stopped right now. They've been the energy, the wind chimes have been ringing all day long out there, all day. That's right. The next thing to watch out, yeah. The wind chimes are cool. They're really cool when they get to blowing. Really nice. Hear them? We do. We got a big storm coming. It's going to get cold. It's going to get in the single digits next week, is what it's going to do. Can you hear the chimes? Yeah. I'm in Salem, Indiana. That air feels really nice. Yeah. Let me see this. Protective light is what you see in the middle of your eye when praying. Oh, wow, that's wonderful. When you see the protective light in the middle of your eye, is it a ring of light? Like a perfect ring outline? Yeah. You got the crystal grid jewelry. Okay. It's great. It calms your anxiety every time you think. Yeah. A dome of protective light. That's right. Batten down the hatches, you all. We got the storm coming and we got to be safe. There's no telling what's going to be coming in with this storm. There could be lots of energies, and especially above it, too. It can be whatever you want it to be, a light ring, a ball of light, whatever is shown. Yeah. Aw, somebody got themselves hidden by our Apple Brooks honey. Peace be still, said the, and the wheel. Yeah. Feels nice out there, you all. It really does. Hello, Michelle Stone. You need a better sieve for your baking. What does you mean when you say a sieve? What's a sieve? S-I-E-V-E for baking? Yeah. Yeah, that was Massachusetts is where it was at. Rosie, honey, you ain't going out. Shoot. What's that? Shung night? What's that? Black thing? Shung night or something? What's that called? Rosie, honey, you ain't going outside, baby, because you're a little baby. That is, someone show you. We're gonna go upstairs. I left that open just for a little bit. You always go upstairs. I'm gonna show that Shung night. I don't know what they call it. They call it something. Hold on, y'all. We're in the dark right now. But I want to get up here in this loft area. Wait, what do you call this right here? Thing right here. It's Shung something. That. I didn't know it, but my daughter, she bought 3 of these around 2 or so years ago. Yeah, that's what it was. Because I came home today from visiting my woodland friend, and they had Shung night, or whatever you want to call it. She said, Gina, it really does work against the you-know-whats, the 3-letter thing. They got it, and it does. She sleeps better and stuff. So I asked my daughter about it. She said, I said, what's that on your table? She said, it's whatever. I got some of this. I said, well, where did you get it? Oh, I got it a few years ago. And she's got it on her desk next to her monitor. And I said, you got any? Oh, she goes, I bought 3 of them. So I said, can I have one? Because I want to put it by my computer. What are the chances of that? I go see my woodland friend, and she's talking about it, and I guess I better go get me some because it really does work. They even done meter readings with it when it's near. And then I get home. Oh, I got 3. Would you like one? Yes, I would like one, Kayla, honey. I would like one. You can get them in a necklace. You can get them in a bracelet. I've got black stuff on me, I think. Yeah. I don't know where she had it. Probably in one of her things that she has. Yeah, it does work. Someone did a thing. My right ear is getting hot. There's something out there. Someone out there doesn't like what I'm doing, talking. When this ear burns, it's a sign that there's a negative force out there or someone's talking bad. Yeah, something like that. It's very good. Yes, Susan, honey. And they make some that you can put. They make this circle one that you can put. They say it comes from the mines in Russia. Really, it's called, I don't know, something shugnite.com, real shug. I can't even say the word. But there's some that you can put on the back of your phone, and it blocks it out. But this is thick. See, if you compare it to my glasses, it's thick. So, yeah. If it can help a person, that's better than aluminum foil any old day. You've got aluminum foil in your head. You need to wear one of these around your neck in a necklace form. The real thing, because there are cheap imitations out there. You need to wear one of these because it does block the frequencies. So your body can be normal, and yeah. And they make them, they look rather nice if you can wear them. Just think you had one right here. You had some in your ear. You had it on your hand. You had it all over. Yeah. Full moon cleansing works. Wow, yeah. A Cookie Monster, the tin foil is good. This is supposed to be better if you have like a necklace with one of these on it. But I mean, in a like a round circle thing with a hole, and you just have it right here. Oh, it will keep the energy away. Yeah, from because you don't want it to get in here. You want to protect that. You do. They have special baths made of shungite. Thank you, Susan. I'm trying to say shungite. Thank you, Susan. I had to see it in Russia. Really, Susan, honey? Shungite in Russia. Do you know there's a reason for it? There's bound to be a reason for that. Yep. Oh, you're so wonderful, Tony, honey. On the big screen, Tony, honey. That's right. We can do it for you. Thank you. That's encouraging. It really is. Yeah. Yes, down with it. Stay protected. Shungite. Yes, from Russia. From Russia. Look at all those castles, all those beautiful castles over there that he's got. You ever seen all those castles? He's got so many beautiful castles. Yeah. You bought it for a keychain for 6. Yeah, it blocks the EMFP from Russia. Something, yes, some kind of meter. That's right, some kind of meter. And I watched a YouTube video, and it showed what was coming out of the cell phone, and it was way up there. But when they put the shungite on it, this round shungite, just the round one, on top of there, it went all the way down to like a 20 something, but it went all the way up to 160, I think, or whatever it was. Yeah. And they put the shungite next to the cell phone. You didn't even have to put it on there. And it brought down the frequency from it, and it just blocks it. Sit there and watch it on a YouTube video at my Woodlands friend's house. Yeah. Russian. That's right. It's true. And you have to, there's a special way to cleanse them or wash them, you all. There is. It's really neat. Somebody, oh, you just got here, Daisy Day, honey? Well, welcome. Yeah. He's talking about energy workers, grid workers and stuff. You're sensitive to the energies. You could never hold the phone to your ear, yeah, for long. That's right. A lot of people are more sensitive than others. And let's face it, not everybody's got a lot of money laying around, got $60 to buy them a thing or a bracelet. Yeah. My battery's dying. You know what that means? I'm going to have to be getting off of here because my battery's dying. 173, yeah. You had a dream. Oh, we don't want to talk about that. Salt bath and sunlight and sage. Wow. How do you cleanse them? I don't know. I think they said something about distilled water. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. This is the first time I've ever had one. You brought, yeah, which helped with the smart sleeves that helped your hands so much from our phones. They neutralize the email radiation, which otherwise goes directly into your hands and body. Jillian, thanks. So that's wonderful, you all. We got to protect our bodies. We really do. Yeah. You keep dreaming about rising water. You have sage. Yeah, sage is good. I have not slept outside in a tent since Nevada. That's in the 1990s. It's a long time. Love you too. I am going to go. If your phone dies, you don't have to worry about an EMP. That's right, Blackjack Gator. I do not. We can use simple natural rocks from outside, and you don't have shungite. Simple rocks help as well. It's probably the energy within you with them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You sleep with an X-ray jacket covering your body. Oh, wow. Well, if it works, great. Salt water moved around like the ocean is optima. Salt water in a bucket will work to cleanse the crystals. Thank you, Al. Hello there, Frank Honey. Sea salt. You got the hellos coming in from, I was going to say South Africa is what I was going to say. You all, we just tuned. Oh my gosh, we have went over 1 hour. I try not to be doing no live, long videos over 1 hour, yeah. But there's something going on, and there's something about grid workers and light workers. And yes, you can move the ley lines inside the earth. Can just any old person do it? I don't think any old person can do it. I really don't, because you'd really have to have the desire within too. You really would. I don't know. Yeah. Night to you, Dorothy, honey. You have a good night. The moon also can cleanse the crystals. That's great. That's good to know, Gracie. You got some East Coast quakes. That's like a tongue twister. Oh, East Coast quakes coming. E C Q C. We got it. Oh, Solara, that's wonderful. Yeah, that is. If someone's really trying to keep you from getting back to your body, entertain the thought. Um, yes, taking nature walks. That's right. It is that is very, very healing, you all. Shungite is amazing, you all. So there's a lot of people who will tell you it's really good for you. It does block the frequency according to some meter readings. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go. I am, you all. It's been wonderful talking to you all. And that's interesting because my ear's no longer burning. Take that. Yeah. Thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. And we got to stay safe and we got to stay balanced. Really, staying balanced is a very, very important. It's so important. It's hard to get to a place of balance within, a place of peace with everything going on. And, but it'll happen. It'll happen with time. It will. So, with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. You all, thank you. Please give this video a thumbs up. I think I'm beginning to think it might make a difference to the algorithm when you go out. Oh, we have 160 people watching and 160 people with the thumbs up. I'm going to look at that number. 160 and 160. That's right, I am. So I'm going to go. And did I already say it? Thank you, moderators. Thank you all again for all your information you put in here. We got to look out for ourselves. We do. However you see fit. That's right. Have a wonderful evening. You all, love you.